Let's get it, man. What all that? Look, man, today we got 10 people you never want to mess with. And y'all can see from the intro, I'm with all that action. I've been training all day, man. Let's get it. Let's get into this, though. You know what I'm saying?
There are certain people you don't want to mess with. These super tough contenders are the kind of people who've dedicated their lives to becoming the most skilled, athletic, or just all-around powerful people in any room they walk in. There aren't many people who could easily take them on.
Mike Tyson?
Today, we're going on a journey to get better acquainted with some of these hardcore humans.
Not
Not just to marvel at their abilities and
that.
physiques, but also so you know not to ever get on their bad side if you come across them. Ready to have your mind blown by some serious displays of skill and strength? Let's get it on.
Let's get it.
Blessing Owodobu. When it comes to keeping an online following entertained, nobody can top the antics of Blessing Owodobu. The Irish influencer wasn't satisfied with just his 2 Arnold Classics and 4 International Federation of Bodybuilding titles, and so Instagram was where he turned. Amassing an ardently following of a few thousand can usually be attained by anyone with a good enough physique, and at 245 pounds of lean muscle, Owodobu has without a doubt got that under his belt. But to get into the millions like Blessing, you've got to have a little something extra to keep people invested.
Bro.
Adonis regularly creates loads of gut-busting sketches and viral videos that garner millions of global views. Like the time he realized there was a CCTV camera recording him at the grocery store and took to flexing his competitive poses for the enjoyment of whomever was monitoring the feed. Still, having a sense of humor isn't at all going to confuse anyone watching these videos. Just because Blessing Owodobu can and will make you laugh, there's no mistaking that this man is an absolute beast, and with a build like his, nobody's going to try making him the butt of the joke anytime soon.
I'm with all that action.
Giga Uguru is a man who walks around calling himself a ninja, and there is nobody on earth who would dare to tell him otherwise. As a young boy, his parents signed him up for Taekwondo classes, and he's never looked back since. But of course, you don't make this list for being satisfied with mastering just one martial art, and Giga went on to master Thai boxing, karate, and Krav Maga.
No, bro.
Following his dream of being a true ninja, Giga got into gymnastics and parkour, and has crafted his own fighting style. The flashy one, with all the flips you're seeing on your screen right now. Out of his vast pool of skills to create a very unique and very deadly style all his own. Uguru shows that the human body can be pushed to unthinkable limits with enough determination. As you can see with him punching a concrete floor and a tree like they're just simple punching bags without even flinching. Unless you're tougher than concrete, I'd say it's best to steer clear of messing with Giga Uguru. Ong Bak in real life. When people want to learn to fight, they usually hit something soft to get warmed up, like a punching bag or a training dummy. But Tony Jaa is not some people. No. In fact, he's a Muay Thai master who prefers hitting tree trunks and bending steel beams with his kicks over something as simple as a punching bag. Jaa makes a living through his mastery over the martial art, working in movies and TV shows as a stunt double and fight choreographer for action scenes. And it's not hard to see why casting directors pick him for their roles. But believe me, these videos of him training are far from movie
I'm gonna try some of this video.
They're the real deal. Tony Jaa can do that in real life, and that's what he can do to a tree. Imagine what would happen if he were to punch you. No, thank you. I'm alright never knowing what that tree just went through. The video is more than enough for me to know that you should never try any funny business with this Muay Thai master. Martin Ford. If you're a casting director looking for someone to fill the role of a very scary, very big dude who looks like he rips people's heads off for breakfast, one look at Martin Ford and your search could not be over more quickly. It isn't hard to see where the British bodybuilder got his nicknames Nightmare, Hulk, and perhaps most fittingly, the Beast. I mean, just look at him. With his massive physique and intimidating tattoos, this is the guy you'd want to hire if you're in the market for a bodyguard. Either way, be sure not to let that fool you, because Martin Ford has another nickname that he's very well earned. The scariest man on earth. On top of his extreme passion for bodybuilding, Ford can really move, and he's slated to make a debut in mixed martial arts according to some sources. I'd hate to be the guy they put up against him though, because I'm smart enough to know Martin Ford is someone you should never ever mess with. J.D. Anderson. In the world of bodybuilding,
Hey, yo, why it take me so
strongmen
long to
stand
figure
as
that
some
out,
of the
though?
most
That's the
fearsome
smoke right
contenders
there.
the world has to offer. And even among
Strongest
strongmen,
man on earth,
J.D.
yeah.
Anderson is revered on a whole nother level.
Bro, he's...
The strongman has pulled off some absolutely inhuman feats as nothing more than a warm-up, such as snapping baseball bats in half or rolling up steel frying pans with his bare
Alright, Joe.
hands. But that's just...
He needs some milk.